What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin, and I wanted to talk about NBA free agency. And I'm gonna do 5 videos, and each one I'm gonna do the top 10 free agents per position. I'm gonna start with point guards. I'm just gonna go point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Now, point guard is probably the weakest of free agents. When you look on the top of the list, yeah, you got some guys up there, but it really drops off. I'm gonna quickly go through 10, and yeah, it's gonna be bad. At 10, Sergio Rodriguez. This is a guy from he's a good player in FIBA. There's a chance he comes over to the NBA, but we don't know that. Maybe he feels comfortable being there, but there is that chance that a team in the NBA may offer him a contract, bring him out for workouts or whatnot. So does he even really count as being a free agent? I guess so. I guess he would count as a free agent because the team could pick him up, offer him a contract. Bano Udrih played with Memphis. He played solid. He was a good backup for Mike Conley. I don't see Memphis really getting rid of him. They won't have to pay him a lot, and I don't see any general interest in him. So I think he stays with Memphis. Aaron Brooks, backup to Derrick Rose, Chicago Bulls. He brings in instant offense. He did a better job of passing the ball. So I just like his threat, and the Bulls have done. When they had a backup point guard, they played well. Augustine, I believe it was last year, and then years before that, yeah, Nate Robinson. So I think backup point guards have played well for the Bulls, and I think this is one guy they need to keep. Now, the Bulls' main focus is keeping Jimmy Butler. That's a whole different situation. At 7, Mo Williams, who was with the Charlotte Hornets. I was about to call them the Bobcats. And he was at 14-7 with the green light to shoot. So, I thought he, being in that situation, I thought he played okay. There have been rumors of him wanting to go back to Cleveland. Obviously in the backup role to Kyrie, so he that'll be pretty good. With his ability to shoot. The Cavs really need some offense, especially coming off that bench. At number 6, you got Jeremy Lin. The Lakers probably won't keep him. Apparently, they're looking at getting Rondo. So that means Jeremy Lin's out the door. It could be a chance someone like Houston will try to reacquire him. But other than that, I don't know anyone else that would have any general interest in Jeremy Lin. Next we have Patrick Beverley at 5. Now he's coming off a major injury, and the reason he's so high, well, obviously because it's very thin in terms of free agency, but his ability defensively. But coming off an injury, I don't know. I probably would put him a lower. I'd leave him at 5 because this dude is a really good defender, and they really needed him in the playoffs. Wasn't there. I don't think it would have mattered against Golden State. They still would have lost. But he brings that defensive intensity, and he averaged double figures, so he did a okay job of scoring. Can't really ask much out of him. He brings a lot of energy and effort, and that's really something you can't teach. At 4, it's amazing that with the season this guy's had, he still ends up in the top 5 in this very weak point guard free agent list. That's Rajon Rondo. And I made an entire video talking about Rajon Rondo. Apologize. I made an entire video talking about Rajon Rondo and all the problems he had with the coaching, with his effort on the floor. And he's not going to be a Maverick. Rick Carlisle has already come out and said he's not going to be a Maverick. The Lakers, his stint with Dallas has really hurt his in terms of his market and free agency. Because if he was coming out of say it was before last year and he came out of free agency, when he was in Boston, he'd have been one of the most sought after point guards. But because of everything that's went down with Dallas, he definitely dropped off, and the Lakers coming out as a favorite that really that want him. So I guess we'll see how he performs once he gets to a new team. Next we got Reggie Jackson, who it was a guy who was at OKC, played really well in OKC. He ended up leaving after OKC made the trade for Enes Kanter. Reggie Jackson's minutes really went down. He ended up going to the Pistons. He ended up playing well. So I see the Pistons keeping him. What is his contract at? Last year he made $2.3 million. I don't see him giving him a big contract, but I really think they're gonna try to keep him, and I think he stays. Next, we have at number 2 we have Brandon Knight, who out of all these guys, he probably has the high ceiling because he's only 23. He's at average 17 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. He still has a lot of room to grow. And I thought Milwaukee was, I thought they were morons for letting this guy go. He ended up going to was it Philly? Then he went to Phoenix. I think that's how it went with him. He's in Phoenix. There's a chance that they keep him. I don't know exactly what that chance is, but there's a chance they keep him. I think it'll be a smart move. I think the guy still has a lot of potential at age 23. And last, at number 1, we have Goran Dragic, who coming from Phoenix, who Phoenix had a bunch of point guards, on their roster. He went to Miami. He played solid basketball. His numbers really didn't dip. They essentially stayed the same to what they were in Phoenix. So I think there were rumors that they offered him a contract. Don't know how much that contract is, but there's a chance he stays in Miami. He's probably going to be the most sought after point guard on this very thin list. He's probably going to be the most sought after guy. So you could probably see a team overpaying for him. But he is a good shooter. Last year he shot over 50%. And this is including with Phoenix and Miami. He shot over 50%. He's a good 3-point shooter, solid passer. Shortcomings are defensively, but he gives you a lot offensively. So he's going to be the most sought after guy. But, there's a top 10. I'm going to do the shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, the same way as this one. Those are a little bit deeper than the point guards. But, there are some guys who have some pretty good value and could either be starters or pretty good backups. But let me know what you think down in the comment section about some of these guys I named. Where do you think they will go? And how much do you think they will make? If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Thanks for watching.